Hi, my name is Jackie and welcome back to my channel. We have made it to the end of my celebration of autumn, previously known as my countdown to autumn with David's Tea 12 fall favorites. I'm kind of bummed that today's video is not going up on the first official day of autumn as planned, but what can you do? I'm still really excited to be trying today's tea, the final tea, but before we get into it, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and smash that subscription button so you know when I upload. We like to talk about tea here. So today's final blend is the Cranberry Pear blend from David's Tea, and this is like a really pretty blend. I can't wait to show it off to you guys because there are some mammoth chunks of cranberry in here. The smell of it's kind of weird to me. It's a little bit like overripe fruit, but at the same time like tart cranberries. But I'm sure it'll taste delicious. So let's go ahead and get steeping. The Cranberry Pear blend from David's Tea is a blend of cranberries, black tea, pear, apple, artificial cranberry flavoring, and natural pear flavoring. I think I'm surprised by how lovely I think this tea is. And lovely is the word I want to use because this blend, for some reason, just feels kind of sophisticated. It's somehow fruity, earthy, and floral at the same time. Like you have sort of this juicy, fruity pear aroma coming through. And maybe that's where the floral is coming from as well. I'm not saying it's like a strong floral aroma like you would get with a lightly roasted oolong, but it's just like this really subtle floral. But then it's sort of balanced by sort of this earthy, dry tartness of the cranberry. I mean, I feel like if it was just straight up pear, maybe that would bring it into like summertime fruit tea territory. And somehow the addition of the cranberry just kind of like draws it back just a little bit. I'm really glad I tried this out. I mean, the countdown / celebration was a lot of fun, but this was such a fun way to try a bunch of David's Tea blends without having to commit to that larger size bag for like, you know, 10 bucks. You know, I'm an Adagio Teas girl. I'm used to those sample size. It's hard for me to commit to larger bags, and I guess that's what they consider their sample size bag, but it's kind of expensive for a sample size in my head. I almost always get like cold feet whenever I am placing orders with David's Tea because I'm like, am I gonna like it? Am I not gonna like it? I've had such mixed experiences with their teas that it can be really kind of like daunting to try to buy something for myself. But I loved this experience. This was such a fun way to welcome autumn to the world. There were so many blends in here that I definitely would not have tried in a million years just based on some of the ingredients in the list. For example, I probably never in a million years would have tried Just Beat It because it has hibiscus and elderberry in it and mate, which I'm generally not that keen on all of those ingredients. But I really enjoyed it, and I ended up going back and trying that blend iced sweetened with just a little bit of honey, and it was spectacular. It was such a beautiful blend. I mean, I think for me it probably is still more a late summertime than autumn time, but it was still delicious. I also probably never would have tried the vanilla cappuccino blend. In fact, when I was putting the order together in which I bought this one, I almost bought myself a bag of the vanilla cappuccino, but backed out last minute because I noticed that it included the stevia extract, and quite a few of David's Tea blends seem to include stevia extract nowadays. I feel like I didn't notice that too much like in the past when I bought from them, so I don't really know what changed, but I definitely decided not to buy it because it had that particular ingredient in it. But vanilla cappuccino was probably one of my favorites out of this box. Like it's a blend that I would probably consider purchasing again in the future. I think salted caramel oolong is another one of those blends where I would have been really reluctant to try out just because my long history of flavored oolong blends is just not good. Flavored oolongs are just so hard to do. Oolong tea just has such a distinct and kind of like bold flavor that is hard to pair with other flavors. But the wizards at DAVIDsTEA concocted this salted caramel oolong, and honestly, like in hindsight, I don't even think I did that blend justice when I filmed a video for it. I mean, it was just, I think honestly, I think the salted caramel oolong was probably my favorite blend from this entire box. I'm excited just thinking about it, and I don't even have any more of that blend left. I also love that it challenged my expectations for blends that I've already tasted before. Like, I went into day one expecting to just really be indifferent about the pumpkin chai, and that's another blend like the salted caramel oolong where I just cannot stop thinking about it. And then to end with such an unexpected blend of cranberry and pear. I mean, again, this is not a blend that I ever would have thought to pick up, although I don't know why, because I mean, if you saw one of my more recent Tea Together Tuesday videos, one of my favorite kinds of tea is just a simple fruit flavored black tea, which is exactly what cranberry and pear is. But like, I don't know, cranberry and pear are not favorite fruits of mine, so I'm just like, I would not have ever thought to pick this up. And you know what? Autumn is here. This autumn is gonna be a beautiful autumn. Like, we have had the most phenomenal weather these past couple of weeks, just where it's been like 60 degrees and sunny. I mean, except for like the first couple of days in my Countdown to Autumn series because it was rainy. I mean, to me, that's perfect. But yeah, it's just been cool and sunny, and the trees are already changing, and it's just beautiful. Just bright tufts of orange on the tops of trees everywhere. I just feel really happy and at peace right now. And there we have it, the conclusion to my countdown to autumn / celebration of autumn with the 12 fall favorites from DAVIDsTEA. I feel like this has probably been one of my more favorite purchases from DAVIDsTEA, just because it introduced me to like so many delicious blends. Like, seriously, I would probably get 7 out of 12 of these again. That salted caramel oolong though. But now it's your turn. Have you tried the cranberry pear from DAVIDsTEA? And if you have, let me know what you think about it in the comment box below. If you haven't, that's okay. Let me know what are some of your absolute favorite DAVIDsTEA blends. And as usual, if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed this series, please consider liking and subscribing, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Bye.